Hello everyone, welcome to the Nation Bible Study. In here we talk about entrepreneurship, money, and a lot of interesting stuff about business. So now we are moving on to the section 3 of our Bible study. Learn what we have learned from the script. Again, it goes from me, Jason, and Victor. So for me, what I learned from the Proverbs chapter 1 is this chapter is a really, really good sales pitch. In the first bit, it says this is the group of people that the proverb is targeting, and what you will benefit by reading the proverb. And this is our sales technique. And in the very last bit, it says something like, what would you suffer? What are the negative impact if you don't read the proverb? So the whole chapter is a really good sales pitch. There's a lot of real meat inside this chapter, a very good knowledge, which I won't expand here. But what I'm going to say is this chapter it's a really good sales pitch, and I think each of us who are interested in entrepreneurship and the world of business need to master the skill sales. And what about you, Jay?
Well, for me, I would start with the name of Solomon, because Solomon was the wealthier man in the world, and there are many businessmen around the world who follows his principles and also his advice. And today we have the privilege of being here studying his book because he wrote this whole book of Proverbs. Uh, so here he's teaching us what to do in our lives, how to have a successful life. And
Yes, yes, I
yeah,
agree with you.
yeah. And an interesting thing is that I mentioned before, like there are a lot of businessmen who follows his advice, and his book is in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. And there are many believers who won't follow this guidance because this book is a guide. And there are people suffering because they don't read this book. And for you guys who are listening to this book will change your life. If you read this and you practice what this book is advising, you will change your life. And so it's changing my life. And for the last one, so the last verses, it's pretty much what Jackie said. So if we all do what this book is telling us, if we listen what God is telling us through Solomon, through this book, we will have peace and a good life, not only in our personal life but also in our business as well. So I'm very excited about the next chapters to be learning more and practice what this book is teaching us. That's
Really
me.
nice. Good. What about you, Victor?
Okay, I took some notes here. I have a lot of notes here.
That's
But
good.
the first part that I note here, it was wisdom is the key word. When we were reading, I noticed that. Do you know it too, guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Wisdom, and it's a really really important word in all this book of Solomon. And the the second point is the in the verse 7, he told to us, fear of the Lord is the foundation of the true knowledge, but fool despise wisdom. Guys, I noticed that the base of the great peoples, the most great peoples in the world, is in God. I like it too much. I really like it. But we need to have a base. We need to have uh, a good structure to found our house. As in Matthew say, the fools guys construct, build your house in the sand, but the wisdom, right? The wisdom man,
The wise man.
the wise man, right? Construct your house in the rock.
Mm.
It will make strong. It will make fix it in a great point, in a good way to growing up.
Yeah.
Are are you understand me, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got you. That's so good.
Yes, and it's a thing that only can give to you. Oh, right. The second point is the wisdoms make you more disciplined, and it's a very important thing for study, for marriage and business. Guys, the discipline is it for us businessmen. It's very businessmen. It's very important because all the time happen some things, happen different things, and we need to be attention, to pay attention in everything. And when you are disciplined, you have the correct thinking for everything, and you can divide everything in the correct space. It's important for it, and each other important for each other. Can you understand me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important. Do you think it too?
Yeah.
And this book make me more disciplined, and this story is very important to it. I know that you guys are here all week, all Saturday you are here, and it's a man. Congrats for you. Congrats. It's a very important thing, and in Proverbs will notice that it's important too. It's your discipline, and I know that God will grow with it by the discipline.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. For you who are listening us, so discipline, it's a good start for you guys. If you are thinking of having a business to start your own company, discipline is a start.
Yes, yes, and have a other point that I wrote here: loyalty and discernment, and help with it right, just and fair. It will help you to be a right person, a just person, and a fair person. In nowadays, it's very important to be it. Uh, I don't know how to say qualities for that we can have. Man, here in our country in Brazil, the the wrong path is the most easy way that we have. But we need to be right. We need to be in a right mind, in a discipline, and it's very important to be in the just and fair when you are right. Because some people change to, how can I explain? It's as a train in the rail, and every time people change to make you out of the rail. Can you understand me, guys?
Yep. Yep.
Yes, I think it's a thing that I learned here, and I think it's beautiful too. And the beginning of all good business is in the discipline of to fear the Lord and adore Him. As do you know Abraham Lincoln, guys? He was
No.
a United States president.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and he, how can I say it? Uh, American Jefferson, do you know how can I say abolição da escravatura? Mm,
I would say, man, the end of the slavery.
yes, slavery abolition, I think, right?
Not too sure, man. So I can research that right now, but I'm not sure.
Is it
Right.
Martin Root? Isn't it Martin Root?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, yes.
Yes, he is a. It's another guy. I like his history too. Martin was a people that was so impacted for to finish the racial segregation in the United States.
Hmm.
Abolishing of slavery.
Abolition of slavery, and Abraham Lincoln was the president that make it in the United States. And man, he tried for. I read his history few time ago, and he tried more than 9 times to be a public man. And he tried the first time, and he broken. He tried the second, he broken, and for 9 times he tried. At last time, he he uh, he was the president. He was elected as a president of the United States, but a few months later, after that, he made big things and incredible things in the United States. But he was, how can I say?
Shot himself? No. He was
No,
shot.
no,
He was shot.
shot.
Yeah.
He was shot in a theater.
Yeah.
Murdered, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
Assassinate. He's assassinated by someone.
yes,
Lincoln, do you mean?
yes. He was assassinated by someone in the theater. But man, his name is in the history. It's never will be erased.
Yeah.
Erased. And
Yeah, that's right, man.
True.
Yeah.
the reason make will do things like that,
Yeah.
things that never will raise. It's
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
Hmm.
and it's not important that it's a small thing or it's a big thing. If you fear the Lord and have a discipline, you will do big things.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I completely agree with you.
Hmm.
Yes, it's the why because I like too much the Proverbs book, and I put more things. Can I read the verse 7, verse 8, and verse 9?
Yeah, man.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead. You have the longest learn today. You learned the most.
yeah. Oh, the number 8 say, my child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. Guys, yeah, I like it because now I'm not a father, but I the other son have a sons, and you have sons too, Jackie.
No, I don't.
That
I have a dad. I don't have a son.
yes, but in only in Jaderson case, he is father too, but all of us is son,
Yeah, we are
and,
sons. Yeah.
Hmm.
and in our base is our parents. Their instruction, their discipline, their correction. It was the very, very, very important part of our lives.
Yeah.
And to follow my parents' instruction, how can I say it? It saved me from some things bad. And I can say I'm here today because one day my father and my mother instruct me and lead me to the correct path. And just for finish, I wrote about bad friends, and I forgot the correct word for it. But do you remember in the part then they say don't feel the paths of the bad persons?
Yeah.
Man, it's important to us. It's a kind of, how can I say? Jason said this word today. I don't remember by now, but here we have dicted popular verse that say, "Show who you walk, and I will show you who you are." And Proverbs say a little bit about it in near to the end of the verse
Mm.
of verse. Bad persons every time will try to make you going out to the right path.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but if we stay in your parents' instruction and just fear the Lord, it will never happen.
Yeah.
And it's the first chapter. The first chapter, we have a lot of things to learn in.
Many things. Many things, man.
Yes, it's so many things,
Yeah.
and it's because I don't do everything. I don't, guys.
That's
I'm
okay, man.
sorry.
That's okay. That's
Sorry for the great time, but
no, man. That's good. It's good.
You will be the one doing the subtitle, though. That's fine.
yes, will be a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, we have more than. Oh my god.